So this next thing will probably take you to a flashback to some year. There are three major branches of government. Can you name them? I think most of you probably did well, maybe all of you. One of them is the legislative branch. Their job is to pass laws, right? Legislature, they're passing laws. Basically, these typically are deliberative bodies of dozens, if not hundreds of people. They follow certain procedures to vote on certain laws and determine which proposed laws actually become the law of the land. In America, we usually refer to this as Congress, and we have two houses of Congress, the House and the Senate. It's more often in the European case, they talk about parliaments, and it's basically the same thing. But in any case, right, that is the lawmaking body that sets policy. On the other hand, you have the executive branch, a president in the United States, prime minister in many other countries, who is in charge of executing the laws, hence executive, right? The kind of idea is the legislative branch decides on the rules, and the executive makes sure those rules get carried out. Now, to be clear, there is a role for the executive in shaping policy, and we may or may not get into that, but anyway. The other thing I want to note is the executive is often in charge of military and foreign policy. That is often their bailiwick, their area of focus. The final group we'll talk about is the judicial branch. And the judicial branch is in charge of determining when laws have been broken, determining whether someone is guilty of breaking a law. They have a crucial role in interpreting the laws that have already been written, and also kind of meting out decisions when laws are transgressed. As you might know, in some countries, including the United States, they also have an important role in determining whether certain laws are legit. They might be able to overthrow a given law if they deem that it is against the Constitution of that country. All right, so we have these three different branches. They operate at the national level, and for what it's worth, they operate at the state level in Illinois as well. We have a governor, we have a state legislature, we have a state Supreme Court. In class on Monday, what we'll do is kind of discuss about how these different entities are veto players. And I want you to think about this. How can each of these branches sort of check each other's power? Because a lot of modern democracies have these different branches who in various ways can limit what the other branches are able to do.